everybody. I wanted to make a video about hairstyles this morning, but I don't feel like I'm ready for it because I've only had my dreads for, I don't know, like a week and a half, so I'm going to leave that up to professionals at this point. I did want to show you some of the ties and products, that I've been using. I've been under the weather lately, so you'll have to excuse my voice being raspy. I use these, they're just like really soft cottony headbands, and you could just wear them as a headband like this, or I actually use them at night as a hair tie, just doubled up, because like if my hair is itching me or I'm hot or anything like that, it's just nice to keep it up. And I like to use something that doesn't like leave a crease, like a regular this kind of hairband. I feels like it's gonna crease my dreads or something, especially since they're so young, so I use something a little bit less abrasive. Another thing that I found that I really like to help hide my frizz, which is very, very plentiful today, is this workout band that I got, and it's sewed in half on this side, but it's really wide on the front piece. I mean, well, you can wear this part in the back too, but it really it helps to cover a lot of the frizz. I'll show you how wide it is actually on the head, and I wear it farther back so it covers more of the top frizz and stuff, but I think it looks pretty nice. I really like it, and they had a lot of different colors. I just got this one because I figured it would match most of my work outfits. Also, I use this sometimes just when I'm like working around the house, or if I can make it look cute, I'll go out in it, but for the most part it's just a comfy way to hold them back. And then what's something else? Oh, instead of those kind of tight hairbands like this, if you need something that's snugger than the big headband, I suggest buying these. These are those like tied headbands. They look like a little piece of ribbon that's been tied, but they're really elasticy. The reason I like these is because when you first get them, you can actually pull, the knot is loose, so you can pull it so that it'll be a looser band, and because dreads are generally thicker than normal hair, then you would be able to even wrap it twice around. Because I have a really loose one. I think I left it, yeah, on the edge of my bed. This one's like really loose, like even on my wrist it's like, it like hangs off my wrist, and it's stretchy enough to go around my dreads twice. And when you are buying these, I found the ones that have this like design on them of like paint, they're not as stretchy as just the plain colored ones. So if you're interested in those, I would go with the ones that are just plain colors. A lot of people talk about crocheting with dreads, and I actually crochet, like craft crochet in real life, not just, to maintain my dreads. I do it as a craft, like, making afghans and things like that. So I learned how to make like hats and headbands and all kinds of different things. This is a hat that I actually made long before I had dreads, but it's really nice because it's called a Kingston cap, if you want to look up the tutorial on how to make this. I used a cotton yarn that's not stretchy, so this one's like, I like it because it doesn't feel like scratchy yarn. It's really cottony and soft. But there's a tutorial of how to make this exact hat on YouTube. You just have to know your measurement for your head size. So, if you're making it, you have to kind of try it on over and over again. I really like this hat. I'll show it to you in a minute but it's really nice for dreads. It just looks really cute. You can put all your dreads in it because it has that extra space at the top. That type of thing. And I think it's like nice to shower in. It's kind of silly, like, oh, you're wearing a crocheted hat in the shower, but I feel like any of the spray that's like, I'm not getting my hair wet, but any of the spray that's getting in the general air, just steaming up the room, I feel like the hat kind of catches it before the hair does. But I mean, you don't have to do it that way. It's just something I found out. This little number is something that I made recently, and I did not go off a pattern. If you are interested in a pattern for this piece, this is my version of a snood. And a snood is basically like an old school, like vintagey, old school, like dainty hairnet that women used to wear to hold their hair up off of their neck. And the way I usually picture them is like, you know, they would have that like old school like pompadour almost in the front, and then their hair would go into like a little hat that's clipped onto the back of their head. That has kind of come back as a style, but this is my version of a snood, and the reason I made it like this is I didn't want to have all my hair covered. I wanted it to be something I could wear to work, so I made it more of like a headband almost, but I could show you this on. I just like tucked my entire bun, all my dreads into it. It looks silly right now, but hang on. And they were kind of poofy on the top. I would just keep tucking and tucking until it got nice and snug. And then I moved this up to be like a headband. And it kind of does hold down the top, so there it is. See, they're all tucked into this big part back here. And I just feel like it's a really good way to hide them at work, that type of thing. Going out. Going out. That was my son. So, I don't know. I really like it. It was pretty easy to make. It only took me about a half hour. If you know anything about crochet, as far as crafting crochet, not crocheting for dreadlocks, but it's just like a, you know, a double crochet and some chaining work to make this. So anybody could make it if they know those stitches. And then the last thing, oh, this is another thing. I went to the beach and I can't find my favorite one. My favorite one is so beautiful. But I went to the beach and I found shells that have big holes in them. So that's something I've been using a lot for my dreads. They, you just stick, like, I can fit like probably 4 dreads in this little hole because mine are thin dreads, but, and they'll sit there, or, well, I stick them through this way so that you see like this almost like a barrette shape when it's in my hair, and it is so pretty. I love the beach, so I like having a shell in my hair. I just think it's beautiful. Also, this is another thing that I crocheted. This I did watch a tutorial on. I think it's like a ballerina bun or something like that, but I just put my hand in it. But it's a bun holder, which is really, really convenient for dreadlocks because mine are at a length that I cannot get them into like an actual like pretty spinning bun without them all like falling out. I'm sure some of you can relate if you have dreadlocks anywhere near my length or shorter. It's been really hard to get them into like a bun spun up, and I will show you how I put this in. Okay, I would probably take the time to spin a bun if I was going to wear it, but I'm just going to do it with the hair tie for now. So obviously this looks really messy and I have to look very professional for my job. I'm going to try to put this over my bun. I don't know if it's going to work today, but the way that I do it is I actually put my hand inside and I flip it inside out to put it over. And there's actually a hair tie crocheted into this piece. Okay. And so this is like one of the easiest ways to make like a decent looking bun on your head. And if you're interested in these and you would like to buy one or make one, there's a YouTube tutorial by Crochet Geek on YouTube that you can look up, and she walks you through how to do it. She uses like a thinner cotton style, like almost like something you would make a doily out of. I just used brown yarn and a larger size hook to make this one. You just got to tuck your ends in because I made these holes at the front kind of big, but I think it looks nice, and I can make ones in different colors. And then I even thought I could make it like a flower in the back, like so it would look like flower petals, and then it would just have this big netting to come around the rest of the bun. I don't know. I think there's a lot of cool things we could do with this, but it's a really good way to hide them puppies. So like, if I go to work with this on, I just don't see them being able to tell me my hair looks too messy to work in or something like that. You know, like it's all put up, it's nice and neat. I mean, I just think it looks like put away, you know, like it's not going to bother anybody and they couldn't say anything or something like that. I do have another thing that I like and would like to share with you guys. Oh, if you're interested in any of these products, I would be willing to start an Etsy store to sell some dread-related hair products or hat and hair accessory type products. If you feel like you would be interested in that, go ahead and give me a comment so I can just kind of measure like if I would have any customer base, because I don't want to go through all the work of crocheting a inventory and, you know, posting professional looking pictures of it and starting an Etsy online unless I see that people are interested already. I do have 2 more things that I've done. I use this in my dreadlocks to style them. It is just like a regular wrap. If you're not aware, in the craft section at like almost any grocery store, well, I guess any Walmart or any craft store, you will find this thread. My mom uses this to do like embroidery, but it's called embroidery floss, but it's used for many things. We used to make friendship bracelets. I made this out of it. You can wrap your hair like with this. They even did for a long time when I was in elementary school those like wraps that covered your hair entirely. You didn't have to have dreads. You could just cover your hair entirely. I think they used this for that. This is just what the packaging looks like. I hope you can see it okay. And then the last thing, excuse me, is this is actually just my favorite hat that I've crocheted, and it looks really cute with my dreads. I just really like the colors of this hat. It kind of has that like bohemian look. I don't know. It's just like kind of like messy the way it color changes, but I just really like it. So that's one of my favorite hair accessories. Where I live, it is really hot in the summertime, so I won't be wearing this like outside at all, pretty much. But I just thought I'd share since we can't wear like regular ball caps or anything like that. So those are kind of just some of the things that I've been using to play with my hair, things like that. Anyways, I don't want this video to get too long as usual, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Bye.